Okay.
All right. That's good. Screen. The right one.
Perfect. I already started the broadcast, but it's not live, so who cares?
Cool.
Here we go.
Hey, fuck you, editor.
I think you're the one who edits the video.
Well, I mean, he gets the audio too.
True, but I haven't clicked that button yet.
Oh, okay. Hey, fuck you, future me. Get fucked and die.
Fuck me, I guess. All right, here we go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back once again to This Week in Guns, brought to you by the Patriot Patch Company and the Primary Arms. Here on the show, we talk about what's going on in the gun industry, we talk about what's going on in the gun news, and we talk about what's going on in the gun buzz. I'm your host, Matt LaRosiere, and I'm joined today with a rare special guest, Sean Heron. You guys might have heard of him from when he was actually brokering the peace treaty between the United States and Australia during the 1983 conflict. Sean Heron, a huge national celebrity. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me here. They may also remember me from Cops Season 3, Episode 4.
That was, I think, one of your greater performances.
It was. I wish I remembered it.
Yeah, especially the way the blood was coming out of your eyes.
Yeah, it was weird. Bath salts are no joke.
Yeah. Well, but now we know, right? And if it weren't for you.
Exactly. Now, I'm doing a public service, and also I have experimented with him 327 times since.
Wow.
Yeah. And I think Cops was on for 20 years, so I've been doing it the whole time.
And literally the entire time.
Remember when nothing could get Cops canceled except for BLM?
Wait. Oh, is that what did it?
I don't know. Maybe it was like live 911. I don't know.
But it was my favorite Cops thing was the I can't break these cuffs, or you can break I can break these cuffs. You remember that?
No.
Oh, it was this small person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know what the like not offensive word is for it's like a medically small person.
A midget.
Yes, and he was jacked. So there's this jacked midget.
A swole.
Yeah. And they got the cuffs on him, and he's standing at the front of the police cruiser, and he's like, I can break these cuffs. And the cop goes, you can't break those cuffs, just like that. And the guy goes, and his eyes like start poking out of his head. He did not break the cuffs.
That's so surprising to me. I assumed that he would totally have that down.
I can break these cuffs. Yeah. But anyway, that was awesome. But you know what else is awesome?
What's that?
Sponsors.
Hey. Whoa.
It's Primarily Arms.
Love those guys.
And you know, how hot is it up there?
Let's see.
Hey, well, shut up. This was the Beat the Heat sale.
93.
Right? Okay, it's actually hot. All right, good. Well, so they've got a Beat the Heat sale going on, and they have 633 products available for you to select. All right.
Okay.
And this is the first time I've looked at this, but I can tell you just right out of the box, you know, there's actually good stuff here.
Yeah.
Radical 509T. Oh, they dropped the price again.
Oh, wow.
I paid more than that, and I was excited. But
oh my God,
guys,
so inexpensive.
Yeah, $299.
Huh.
I've got one right here. This thing's great. I have an astigmatism, and this and Trigicons are the only ones that I can use no problem. You know, I'm not going to say necessarily that everyone else is the same, but like, you know, and I've got an EOTech on my rifle, and when I look at that, you know, similar reticle, I see a dot and then a buzzy circle around it. But I'm looking into this thing without my glasses on, and I see very clearly the whole thing. So that's what turned me on to these Holosun 509s. And but I mean, at $299, guys, yeah. That's just, it's at this point, it's a bit silly.
You can't afford not to buy it. Like, yeah. Honestly, if you don't buy it, like, you probably, I don't know, you probably are doing bath salts, because
yeah, but like too much of them. Because even if you just did a little bit,
yeah,
you know, you'd know a deal when you saw it.
Yeah.
See anything else?
I know lots.
Ooh, this is cool.
I was just looking at that, actually. Strike Industries mass driver compensator for standard Glock Gen 3 G17. That's a lot of words.
Mouthful.
Yeah.
That looks really slick.
It's not like anodized red and blue, so I didn't even know it was Strike Industries.
They earned that. They earned that. I don't know how well this would work given, usually you want your comps like integrated to the barrel somehow.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how well this would work, but it definitely looks super slick. And at $70, I think it might be another one of those things where it's just worth it to give it a go.
Yeah, I'm very intrigued by this, actually.
Yeah, except I don't own any blocks, so I don't know what
I own one, and it's a machine gun.
Neat. Is it a 17?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, then order this and tell me if it works. Then I'll be like, cool, I can't buy it.
Oh man, it is actually a Glock Gen 3 G17.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, no, the closest thing I have to a Glock is the Glogma that I made.
The Glogma.
Oh, I didn't tell you about that?
I don't think so.
So I specifically didn't, people are always like, oh, there's no Glock parts on my, Polymer 80 or whatever.
Yeah.
I wanted to take it another step. So I remembered the lawsuit with the Smith & Wesson Sigma.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. And so I was like, I'm just going to use this. Turns out it doesn't just directly go on there. So I made a little CNC path to basically recut the slide to have the Glock channel.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I put it all together, and I'm now like obsessed with that gun. So I got 2 more Smith & Wesson Sigma kits because I'm like, these are awesome.
I really want one now.
Oh, you want a Glogma?
I mean, yeah.
All right. Well, if you get a Sigma slide, send it to me. I'll cut it for you.
The We Like Shooting logo is actually, it's got a Sigma in it.
Oh, really?
If you've ever noticed.
I actually I felt like it was a Sigma, but I didn't want to like pretend to be, a know-it-all or whatever.
Yeah, no, it's totally a Sigma.
Because Sigma is much less litigious about using the shape of their gun.
Right. We did make some critical geometry changes, but if
the penis
is listening, it is not a Sigma.
Yeah, because you added the penis on it.
Yes.
Right. That's makes it very different. I mean, obviously, because the Sigma doesn't have one.
Much different. But yeah, back to Primary Arms. Like, they've got this, and I want this. And if you don't want this, I don't know what's wrong with you, and I'm not even sure I want to hang out with you anymore.
Yeah, if you don't want this, like I think you might need punishment.
Yes,
we should punish
me. I'm not into that.
What?
I'm not. What do they call that? I'm not a madame.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're. Oh, they have the compensator for the 19 as well, but you don't have to be into it to just want to raise somebody upright and make them want to act right. You know what I mean? But I'm not saying that I'm going to get any kind of weird satisfaction out of it. I'm just saying that they need to be punished.
Okay,
they don't see a deal.
That's fair.
They need some kind of punishment.
Yeah,
I'm just looking through all this stuff, man. M16A1 3-prong flash hider. The little duck bill type. $2.99.
Dang. At that price, I could afford 10.
Maybe you should.
Maybe
Here, hold on. Let's see. I wonder if it'll let us do it. Let's see. View details. Let's see how many they got. 10. Add to cart. All right. Let's see. Well, let's see what they got.
All right.
They have 100.
Oh wow.
Okay. All right. Let's keep going.
They have a lot of them.
Oh, they don't have. Oh, please reduce your quantity to 269. All right, guys. If you need 269 of these, 5/8 24 M16A1 flash hiders, which is a very interesting thing. I actually want to get this and put it on the 3D printed set me. Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to order all 269 of them, but honestly, at that price, I feel like I could do it.
It's only $804.31.
Well, and then I'm also getting this thing that I forgot that I was wanting to buy.
A trigger kit.
Yeah, I'm going to put that in the Glogma.
Yeah. Wonderful idea. If you would also like to go to Primary Arms and see what they're doing, frn.deals/PA.
Yep, frn.deals/PA, and you'll see all of the latest sales and et ceteras. Remember, help those guys out who help us, and we get to keep eating ramen and talking into cameras to you guys once in a while.
Exactly. Do it.
Well, so let's get straight into it. And straight into it, and I know we just did, that was a like very long ad read.
I actually, at one point, I forgot what we were doing, and I was like, oh wait, it's still the first thing we do.
Yeah. Well, I was actually shopping is the problem.
Yes, please. I would like 269 three-prong flash hiders from Radical Firearms.
I mean, at that, and it's for 308. It's just neat.
It is.
You know, it's cool that they have that many of those because that's a highly specific. Anyway, all right. No, we're moving on.
No. If somebody orders all 269 of them, I will send them a free FRN t-shirt.
All right. Yeah. If you can prove to me, show me the box, the shipping box, that 269 of those flash hiders came in, I'll send you a Magic ATF ball and a Fudbuster shirt.
Yeah. And
you get 3 items. Shirt. Yep. You get a Firearms Radio shirt, a Fudbuster shirt, Magic ATF ball, and my love and adoration.
And 1 mil-spec trigger that I will pull out of my parts bin.
Whoa, all right, Mr. Big Dollarinos.
I'm just going to keep sweetening the pot.
Hey, man, you priced me out of the market at this point, so I can't compete with that.
804.31, that's all you need.
All
for
right.
2 free shirts.
Well,
it makes me want to turn in my guns to the government.
That's a good idea. I've got a few laying around right here.
Yeah.
That I don't need them.
No.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't need them anymore.
Guns, but I do give them away.
Well, I love the Babylon Bee.
It's fun.
I really do. And this is their latest article. Top 10 reasons you should just turn your guns over to the government today. And really, if you sit and pay no attention to that, this was brought to you by armsless.com. That, I mean, must have been some kind of mistake. They got some great reasons. Number 1, the government is very trustworthy and would never hurt anyone.
I agree, obviously.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, they never, ever did anything to David Koresh or the people at Ruby Ridge.
Yep. Or like any of the other things that they literally do every day.
Right.
And also, you know, they have, like they say, they have nukes, so you may as well.
Yeah.
If your gun safe is empty, you have a place to hide when the robbers come in.
I mean, that is what I call a free panic room.
It's literally free.
Yeah. I mean, you already have it. You've already lost that money, sunk cost principle or whatever that's called.
Yep. Yeah. You just got to think about moving forward. You can't think about what you spent. You know?
Exactly. I mean, you already spent that. That was past you, future you, free panic room.
Exactly. 3 is a good one because, you know, I know all of us, just our favorite thing about Thanksgiving isn't stuffing ourselves and drinking alcohol to tolerate the presence of our family members. It's spending time connecting deeply with them.
Well, actually, no, my favorite thing is doing that.
No, shut up. All right. So instead of shooting clays, you could play great games with them like Monopoly.
Out. I'm out.
That's just one of the reasons. All right. There's more.
Yeah.
The government needs your guns so they can shoot people trying to sell loose cigarettes.
Or menthols. So, you know what? This is raising a lot of really good points that I hadn't thought of.
Donate your firearms to the noble cause of fighting the evil forces trying to sell untaxed cigarettes to people who can't afford a full pack.
Wonderful.
So good. It's so good. You can spend the time you used to spend at the gun range educating yourself.
You know, I've been wanting to reread War and Peace.
That's true.
This might be the opportunity that I needed.
Yeah, you know, people always said that nobody actually reads the entire Wealth of Nations. And if I gave all of my guns to the government, I don't know what I would do all day. So I could become the first one.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? If you spend all the time thinking about like academia that you spend thinking about guns, you could be a lawyer.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's awesome.
Yeah.
6, the government will donate your guns to a noble cause like drug cartels and insurgents in the Middle East.
Heck yeah. And actually, my guns would be great for those people.
A lot of mine, well, yeah.
I mean, a lot of yours look like they already belonged to insurgents in the Middle East.
Yeah, they got some scratches.
But I mean, it's not scratches, it's character.
Yeah, character marks. It's good. It's important.
Yeah.
You can rest assured knowing that criminals will turn in their guns, because that's obvious.
They already are every day by the droves.
Every day. That's where we get the parts kits.
Yeah, there's lines at the not the heroin center, but the legal heroin center. And
yeah, the what do they call it?
I'm drawing a blank for whatever reason.
Yeah, it's something can.
It's not Narcan. It's
methadone clinic.
Methadone, yeah, methadone can.
Yeah, I live in South Florida, so there's tons of methadone clinics, and like you said, they've always got like the G3s,
yep,
ARs and stuff. They're like, can't wait to hand this in and get my shot.
Carry handle Colts.
Oh yeah, a lot of SP1s. Yeah. You don't need those on the street.
My favorite is the next one.
Now you can defend your home with a cool spiked mace and a broadsword.
Who's to say that I'm already not? A loincloth and a broadsword, that's all I need.
The next one hits kind of close to home. You'll be a rich man not having to buy ammo.
Okay, that's actually for real. That's the thing. I could afford to buy a new car if I stopped buying ammo. I'm not going.
I don't want a new car.
No, me either. Actually, I'm allergic to car payments.
Yeah, no, guys. I drive a 1995 Chevy 1500.
Yeah,
and people are always like, "Oh, I thought a lawyer would be driving a BMW or something." To which I reply, very eloquently,
no, I literally, my next car will be bought with cash, just like my previous car was, because I don't like car payments.
No, car payments are bad, and I don't think anyone will finance a 95 1500, so I don't have the option even if I wanted to.
Perfect.
Yeah. And then last is, why not? Give it a chance. So I think those are...
all we are saying is give peace a chance.
It's like, have you tried handing all your guns to the government?
No, I haven't.
Then how do you know you're not going to enjoy it?
You're absolutely right. I might, but what if I do, but I don't enjoy it? Can I get them back or nah?
That's a stupid question.
You're right. How dare me?
If you turn in your teeth to the dentist, I mean, come on.
I mean,
we all do that too. We're all like, I'm done with these. Yeah. Donate them to someone else.
I call it my pocket ivory. Wait a minute. I might actually have some pocket ivory in my pocket right now. Hold on.
Wait, why? What is that?
It's an elk tooth.
Why do you have that?
Because it's pocket ivory. You don't walk around with pocket ivory?
No. What is that?
It's an elk tooth.
But is that like a thing?
I'm making it a thing.
Do you usually do that? Or is that like today you had that?
Okay, so
because I didn't tell him I was going to talk about teeth or nothing.
Here's what happened. I was at this place, Quinlan Ranch in New Mexico, which is basically one of the best places on earth. And I was gifted, it's like a challenge coin, but for the hunting circles, I guess. And I was gifted this elk ivory. And so I've been carrying it around in my pocket ever since. Now I have changed shorts, but I just transferred the contents into a different pocket.
I mean, I carry around a $2 bill.
That's pretty queer.
People debate whether or not it's good luck or bad luck, but I think it's good luck.
I mean, that's pretty good. But yeah, no, I have elk ivory in my pocket.
I mean, that's neat, and I like it. I wonder if we could make what we should do? We should get those. We should get some elk teeth and make ivory grips for I don't know, a North American Arms or something.
I have a North American Arms. I'm totally into this. In my other pocket, I have one steel case 9mm, and in my cargo pocket, I have one 6.5 Creedmoor.
What do I have?
So this is my life.
I've got my house keys and a rail for a 3D printable 1911 frame.
Nice.
And see, that's my 95 Chevy key.
Very nice.
And then these are for my tractors.
I love it. I'm going to go ahead and look up our iTunes reviews right now just to see what we're kind of working with after last week's delve into insanity.
Oh, my. Are you pulling that up? Is there anything good?
Yeah, I did. No new ones. If you enjoy our new just random tangent format, we would like you to leave us reviews.
There's a caterpillar on my jeans. Tiny one.
What were we even talking about? I forgot now.
We were moving on to the next story, which is I don't know if you remember, I've told you before about Florida Agriculture Commissioner Nikki Fried.
Yeah.
She's a bad person.
She looks like the Joker.
Yeah, let's take a boop. Look here. Yeah.
She's like, wait till they get a load of me.
Yeah, look at that. Her face like ain't normal. It's all different, you know.
I'm all about ad hominem attacks, and let's just say she's keeping the Botox industry in business.
There's something wrong here because, like, look at the nose. This is a fairly straight on photograph. And then look here.
Yeah.
Okay. And then look here.
It's weird.
Did they run out? Or did they strike a nerve?
I don't think it's either of those. I think just honestly, like, they filled it so full that this is Nancy Pelosi with Botox.
Yeah. Wait, Nancy Pelosi doesn't have Botox? I
mean, this is Nancy Pelosi if she gained 7 pounds.
Well, so yeah, everybody in Florida knows about this woman because so forever, you know, you go to the gas pump, right? You're a normal guy. You buy gas.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You're not one of those diesel weirdos. So
I have a diesel, but it's my
Shut up. Shut up.
But yes, I buy gas.
Shut up, diesel weirdo.
I buy gas.
Okay. Jesus.
I buy gas.
Kind of. Diesel's really cool. I like diesel. But you know, you always see the inspection stickers. Have you ever noticed one?
Nope.
Right. That's how it's supposed to be. One day, Floridians, we go to the gas pump and there's this full color picture of this a-hole on the gas pumps, on every single one in the damn state. And we're all like, what? Like, you know, we'd never noticed these stickers before, and it's just got her face right on them. Full color.
You're like, and the Joker on the gas pumps.
Right? But it was like, it's obvious that like she was having the Florida taxpayer, you know, pay for name recognition for her, you know, for her inevitable Congress bill, right?
Wow.
Congress bid or whatever. But ever since then, she's just been vying so hard to make it into the news and all this stuff. She talks about, so in Florida, the agricultural department is who handles the concealed carry permits. She, of course, has a concealed carry permit and talks about the fact that she has a weed card. All right. Oh, wow. Yeah, which, fine. But guess what they deny you for?
Yeah.
Having a weed card.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm fine with it, whatever, but like, it's more of that rules for thee, but not for me.
It's ridiculous. I've had clients that where they had possession cases from 20 years ago. And this lady was trying to deny their carry permit. It's like, well, hold on, that doesn't prove anything, you know, and I'd have to go in and fix this. You know, they didn't even have weed cards, right? And I don't think that a weed card should prevent you from doing anything, FYI. But anyway, so now her latest trick is she's revoked or suspended 22 concealed licenses of people that she has determined, you know, or whatever, were at the insurrection.
Oh, well, what was the court case for when she, you know, prosecuted them and they had due process and all that good stuff?
Right. Well, I don't know. It says here, you know, the news site there was trying to confirm whether these people have actually been charged with a felony or not. Right.
Yeah.
But all it says is, you know, this is her little tweedle. This is her bird app words.
Mm-hmm.
I suspended the concealed weapons permit of 22 people involved in the insurrection against the United States of America, instigated by Donald Trump on January 6, 2021.
Huh. I didn't realize that there was an insurrection against the United States of America. It's so weird. You know, I really need to watch the news more because this seems serious.
Oh, and Representative Spaghetti Stromboli said that in accordance with Article 5, Section 5 of the Florida Constitution, she should immediately be subpoenaed and investigated for this. Yeah, I don't know.
I agree. I agree. This is honestly horseshit. Like this kind of thing drives me insane. This is a virtue signal without any question whatsoever. She's using a lot of inflammatory words that have no basis in the truth. And yeah, she's using her power.
Oh,
Nikki for governor.
oh, I wonder why you put your face on the gas pump.
There it is right there. I wonder what DeSantis has to say about this. Huh. Wow. And this is the agricultural secretary?
Agricultural commissioner. Yeah.
Commissioner. Huh. All right. Well,
only statewide elected Florida Dems. Qualified candidate for governor running to break the rigged system with hashtag something new. Oh, wow. Something new? Oh, what's your campaign through? Is it Act Blue? It couldn't possibly be, the thing that's not new.
Amazing.
Oh my God.
Well, I hope that they do immediately subpoena and investigate her, because this is terrible.
Sorry, I'm just raging right now scrolling through her Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, this probably doesn't upset you guys as much as it does me, but
I mean, you live there and you got to look at her face every time you get gasoline. It's terrible.
How we can break. Everybody put on your facial sock and make sure that you do it for the picture.
And then there's the one belly dancer that is in a wheelchair that decided to wear the fringe.
That's fine.
It is fine. It's just, it's interesting.
It's just, the word is typical.
Yeah.
And then there's this.
Yeah. Huh. Well,
it's like 140-pound male.
She's terrible.
Yeah, these are all probably, look, I'm a person who tries not to, although I usually succeed in not like caring about partisan stuff.
Yeah.
But anyone who could get excited about such a hack, right, running for a political office, I mean, there's just something wrong with you. And I'm sorry.
Hope she gets sued by all those people, all 22 of them.
I mean, look, but yeah, we don't know exactly what happened. If they were charged with a felony, whatever. But that's just called doing your job, right? If they're charged with a felony, it's not like a special thing. You're supposed to take their permit away. You know? And like, I also don't know how much I agree with sitting there calling that an insurrection, because like, if that was like an actual insurrection and we allowed all those people to get in, it kind of means we're not a very serious place.
I mean, like the video of the Capitol Police holding doors open for the people that were walking in there. I'm like, that's not really an insurrection.
No, it's like
it's a media.
You know what it was? It was like a LARP event of the U.S. invasion of Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Everybody just kind of like walked in and wandered around for a few minutes.
Stole a podium, looked through some doors.
Yeah, broke a couple little things and then just wandered off.
Yeah.
Not doing anything. But so yeah, it's just screwed up, guys.
It is. Don't vote people like that into office.
Yeah, it's just so bad that all this stuff works, like just getting your name out there is all it takes.
Oh yeah. I mean, well, let's be completely fair. Like, fame leads to elections these days. Like AOC, she's done it a couple times now.
And our last president.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, to throw it out there, like Trump did the exact same thing.
Yep.
So
he goes on one Home Alone movie and then
exactly.
That's all he did, right?
You fire 37 contestants from a game show. And suddenly you're the president.
And run a couple of small businesses.
I like him. I don't care what people say.
I don't like any politician lizards.
No,
they're all evil and
spiders. They're spiders.
Yeah, spider, lizard, spider, bad. Yeah, it's spiders. Yeah, that's the official canon, right? I forgot.
Yeah. What does Dick Hudson think?
Dick Hudson?
Yeah, Representative Dick Hudson. I mean, Richard.
Well, Dick Hudson is a hell of a name,
It is.
but he thinks that ATF is attacking our AA and our veterans. So I'm going to tread lightly.
Okay.
But whenever I hear people make a statement like that, and specifically saying veterans, I'm like, either there's something new that I haven't seen before, right? Or this is pander. This is pander stuff.
It is.
So, yeah, what were you saying?
I was just gonna say, like, it is pandering. In pandering, whether it's on our side or our opponent's side, is
everybody does it.
Yeah,
it's like saying you support the farmers.
Right. I don't
actually mean anything.
I do support the farmers. Like, I like vegetables.
Yeah, I bought one a couple times.
Yeah, I had one this morning.
So what he's talking about is the pistol brace rule.
Okay.
And of course, they're saying, blah, blah, the process to register your SBR or whatever is really arduous and everything. So he sent a letter noting that these were okayed because of their benefit to veterans. ATF has repeatedly stated that the brace concept was inspired by the needs of disabled combat veterans who still enjoy recreating shooting but could not reliably control heavy pistols without assistance. Consequently, ATF agrees that there are legitimate uses for certain stabilizing braces. So Hudson is saying that, and they were out here with Steve Scalise slamming the pistol brace rule. And of course, they've got this gentleman who probably could make legitimate use of a pistol brace.
Yeah, I mean,
he's got a prosthetic arm,
iRobot arm.
It does look like a pretty slick one, but I mean, it is a serious. He's amputated above the elbow. It's he's. If anyone could use a pistol brace, it would be that guy, probably, right?
Definitely.
So that's. I mean, I think it's good. It's important to point out. Basically ATF flip-floppery and all this stuff. But I've always wondered, like, why does everybody always talk exclusively about disabled veterans when it comes to pistol brace stuff?
I don't know. It's like,
because I feel like if you get into a car crash or whatever, and you like any kind of orthopedic injuries that affect or people with like cerebral palsy or, like all kinds of people who have like orthopedic problems and muscular skeletal problems benefit a lot.
Yeah. Let me give you a question here. Let me ask you a question, not give you a question. Here, have a question. All right. Am I legally allowed to use one of the carts at Walmart to drive my fat ass around?
Absent state law to the contrary. I mean,
yeah.
So usually it's just, usually it doesn't say, cripple cart.
No,
it says courtesy cart. So
exactly.
Yeah.
So can I, able-bodied ish, sit in a wheelchair?
Yeah,
absolutely. And why can I sit in a wheelchair?
Because you can.
Because I want to.
Yeah.
Why can I get a cart from Walmart and drive it around the store? Because I want to.
Do you do that?
No, but I might now. I never really thought of it until
I want to do it now. But yeah, like I think you're making a good point.
Yeah. So like wheelchairs are definitely made for people that have some kind of disability, right? That's why they exist. They don't exist for me just because I want to. The courtesy carts, they exist for people who may have a disability or may just be extremely obese and lazy. Those things are totally fine, and I'm okay with it. I've never once looked at those people and been like, "Oh, wow, that should be against the law," because you should not be doing that. And I guess the point that I'm trying to long-handedly get to is, yes, for disabled veterans, braces are a cool thing, but also that's not the only reason. And it does feel like pandering, because if I just want to use one, I should, like, I can.
Yeah. Yeah, because it seems like what they're begging for when they like sit there, and this is what they keep saying. They keep boom, laser focus right on the combat veteran thing. It's like, that's not the best argument.
No, it's actually like that. I see backfiring pretty epically.
Yeah. Because there would be easy ways for them to say, oh, okay, if you possess this card or whatever, like, or if you've got, like there's all these things that could happen if you go that way.
Exactly.
I think we should decide either just say this is an assistive device, period.
Yeah.
And if you're going to play on the disability thing, hell, play the numbers game. Say we've got X amount of disabled veterans. We've got Y people who suffer from musculoskeletal problems, and Z people who get into serious debilitating car accidents every year. But then also, like you were saying, I mean, what's some other stuff? There's all kinds of technologies that were designed, initially to help with a certain disability, but then it just had a broad public utility, and so people just started using them.
Some people wear glasses that have no prescription in them to look smart,
right?
Because they like the way they look.
Yeah.
Like, that be like, honestly, like, don't make me register my brace as an emotional support brace.
Right.
I mean, you're not even allowed to ask somebody if the clearly misbehaving dog that they have brought into the grocery store with a vest that they got from wish.com, you're not even allowed to ask them if that's actually a support dog.
No,
it's not. You're not allowed.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, this is my emotional support brace. Like, I'm going to use it. It's just dumb. And I feel like when we say this is the only reason, we end up with laws that say that only those can use them.
Exactly. And the big thing for me is make this argument. Sure. It's not like a bad argument. If it's on its own, it's bad, right? But it's a good buttress. But then you should say, and hell, if somebody wants to, or if it's easier for this person because of their circumstances to use a gun with a brace or even with a stock, the gun's not any more shooty or killy. It's exactly as shooty and killy as it was before.
Yeah.
So then the question is, right, why are you going to make a felon of the disabled veteran? Why are you going to make a felon of the person with cerebral palsy? Why are you going to make a felon of the guy who likes the way it looks?
Yes.
That's the point that needs to be made. The point that needs to be made on this, and I've said it 100 times, is that the only reason we have SBR regulations is because they wanted to ban handguns, and then a weird deal was struck, and one line of it was cut out, but all of the stuff that was like, oh, but this is effectively the same as a handgun, got left in. So it's just stupid. The only thing we should be talking about when it comes to this brace stuff is how stupid the concept of an SBR is to begin with.
Yeah, absolutely, without question. And I love braces. Like, I have a brace on a machine gun. Clearly don't need it. And I have it because I love it and because it's a usable, functional accessory that.
Well, I got an example here of just how stupid SBR stuff is. You know what this is?
Negative.
This is the trigger housing for a PPS 43. There's no gun here. Sensors, okay. So look at how long it is from where you grab it to where the trunnion would be.
Yeah.
So with a 10-inch barrel, it's all the way out here. It's significantly longer than my F2000, which has like a 20-inch barrel. But I'd still have to register it. So it obviously has nothing to do with concealability, right? Because then if it was, then why wouldn't they be throwing a fit over bullpups?
Yep.
Right? It's just arbitrary nonsense. Look at how long this receiver would have to be. And yet, you still would have to register it.
Yeah, it is. It's absolutely ridiculous.
It's stupid and bad, and everybody should feel like a big dumb.
Agreed.
Yep, that's the truth.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Although, you know what I will say? I was testing some guns out because I might be having to, get rid of a few things. And I was like, guns I hadn't shot yet, or I hadn't shot much. And I had a B&T TP9. The Steyr TMP B&T version.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd shot one with the foregrip and the stock, and it was great. And I tried to shoot that thing like the way it came out of the box as a handgun. It was an unbelievable nightmare.
Right. Exactly.
Have you shot one of those?
No, but I can relate. I have similar guns.
The trigger is 1.5 miles long and it weighs 800,000 pounds. And when it's in your shoulder, that's fine, right? Because you're holding the thing tight. But when it was out here, and it's like, I shoot a lot of stupid guns, but I was like, yeah, just to get it to go up.
Dang.
That's one more reason that we need to get rid of this stuff so that I can just slap the stock on it and not worry about it, because that's how God intended the gun.
Exactly.
Right.
Agreed.
Right. Next up. So you guys know that partly to help California, which is just, this is amazing, Nevada passed that ghost gun ban, which effectively, requires blah, blah, serialization, bans the manufacture and possession of firearms without a serial number. Now, that was pending in court in Nevada, with federal court in Nevada, and the judge has just denied the bid to, enjoin this bill, saying that the lawsuit does not have a high likelihood of success on the merits, of course.
Interesting.
So this is just not good. And of course, this suit was really well written. I'd know because I work with them. But yeah, it was FPC. FPC was one of the plaintiffs, and they called the ruling misguided and horribly flawed, and said they're weighing the options for an appeal. So
let's see. So the judge said that it's doubtful, saying she doubts a lawsuit from gun rights advocates can succeed.
Right.
So is that really like how they look at these things? They're like, oh, that would never happen. So like, no, I'm not going to enjoin this decision.
Well, so here's the thing, is that like, this was a pre-lawsuit, right? Or not a pre-trial thing. So discovery so the lawsuit is filed.
Okay.
And the lawsuit's still going forward, mind you. But basically, then you file a motion for a preliminary injunction to try to prevent the state from enforcing this law, basically while your lawsuit's pending. And there's different standards, right, throughout all of the different courts. But one of the questions, so it shows that there's unique damage, irreparable harm if you don't stop them, and likelihood of success on the merits. So that means so if you're the judge and you're looking at the case, you go, all right, is something really big going on here? Okay, yeah. Will it actually affect these people in a serious way? Yeah. Do you think that they might be able to win? And if you say yes to all those things, well, then, you should grant it.
I see.
And you should basically tell the government, you have to wait, government. You can't eat any cake until after we finish the lawsuit.
I see.
And so basically what the judge said here is, and I think she might have misjudged the standard, which is, one of the reasons that FPC called it misguided, because it probably is. She's saying that she doesn't believe that they will succeed in the lawsuit as it goes forward. So this doesn't change the lawsuit. The lawsuit's going forward. What it means is that all the people of Nevada,
I see,
are still going to have to deal with this crap. So let's say it goes through and we win. Well, you still got, all these people who had to get rid of all their stuff, right? That still had to happen.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, sour at that point.
Totally makes sense now. Okay.
I mean, it might make sense because I explained it, but I don't think it makes sense logically.
Yeah.
Because it's law.
Okay.
Law's stupid.
Most of the time.
If we had just set up a government, where they had limited powers and there was this list of things that you're not allowed to do, right, to people. Some can't stop them from talking and pressing and shooting.
Right. Exactly.
Then we wouldn't have these problems.
If only the founding fathers had the foresight to do something such as that.
Yeah, like write some kind of document that set up the powers of the government.
Yeah, like create a bill
Yeah.
and enumerate.
Yeah, you number them.
Yeah.
1, 5, 7, easily. But anyway,
I agree.
there's a war going on out there, man.
Oh, I know. And it's pretty concerning. This is probably one of the greatest problems of our generation.
It is. All right, let's
not the war on drugs.
No, the gun prank war.
The gun prank war.
And the News Observer wanting to show me notifications. There's nothing funny about this game.
No.
So apparently there's a prank war in this like North Carolina town with like 8,000 people in it, 30 miles north of Durham. Basically saying that young people are like pointing airsoft guns or whatever at cars and other people as part of a gun prank war.
Seems legit.
What?
Yeah, like this is a big, huge problem.
Yeah, and anybody playing must stop immediately before you are arrested or you prank the wrong person.
Now that would be the big concern. Sorry, yes. That would be the big concern. You point a gun at somebody and they point one back at you, but they're not pranking.
This is, I mean, is this real?
Right.
Tried to hold it wearing ski masks, carrying double bags full of cash. See, there's nothing wrong with this one, I don't think. In California, Alan and Alex Stokes, known for making pranks, were charged after they tried to hail an Uber dressed in black, wearing ski masks and carrying duffel bags full of cash. That's kind of wholesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one is not good.
No, and I don't know. Is this real? That's weird. North Carolina doesn't seem like a place that has a whole lot of
right.
I mean, like you can carry guns there.
Yeah, no, but so this is, I mean, like, look, if this is real, this is like really amazingly stupid. But I'm, you know, ever since the whole Tide Pod thing, I just don't believe anything they say anymore. Whenever they say that kids are doing something patently insane, I'm always like, maybe you're insane.
I put a Tide Pod in my mouth.
Did you?
Yeah, it was disgusting. Don't ever do that.
Did you do that?
Yeah.
What? Okay, so it was right. Are you saying the news was right?
I did it for my YouTube channel. I actually did.
Did you chew it?
No, it was too nasty. You
just put it in your mouth and just like the coating disgusted you.
It was too bad.
So you didn't even get to the creamy nougat.
No.
Maybe I ate the whole thing.
Maybe I missed out, but no, it was terrible. I just did it for like a real quick thing and it was really bad. So I didn't want to do it anymore.
Right, but people are only doing it because the news was saying people were doing it.
Exactly. I didn't do it because I saw some kid do it. I actually saw it because the news told me to.
And the news said don't do it. And you were like, F you, news.
Exactly. If the news says don't do it, I guarantee I'm going to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. If the news says don't do it, I'm like, that must be good.
Yeah. That clearly the thing that I want to do.
Yeah. I want whatever it is that is. I'm going to take one.
But yeah, I would be shocked to find out that this was actually, well, now it probably is going to be a real thing because the news talked about it. So
yeah,
I suspect that that's going to be a real.
Way to go, news lizards again. Yeah. Go and it's like, that's an actual problem. Like that would be an actual big problem if it's real. Don't go making it real. That's going to, I don't know if it's like part of some greater gun control plan. Maybe it's genius.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, how are they going to twist this to somehow screw us?
Stop. They're the ones who know how to do it. I'll tell you.
Stop the gun prank war. It's not funny anymore.
Yeah, we need to end the war gun prank. The war on gun prank.
Exactly. I'm Johnny Knoxville, and this is gun prank ass.
God. So yeah, insane. This next story is. I saw multiple people talking about, I'm not linking or clicking or opening up the original Slate article because that is like, you know, that would be immoral for me to give them a click, right?
Yep, absolutely.
I don't want to lose my license, you know? So,
exactly.
You know what? God, I can't say it. Okay, I have to put this up on the screen just so nobody thinks that I'm saying this unironically. You know what I just hate to see?
What's that?
Black and white Americans getting together on something.
That's the worst.
We cannot have this.
I won't allow it.
How are we going to maintain the current social structure if people can put things aside, right? Or if people can prove that race can transcend things and actually work together on a common enemy?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like if we're not at each other's throats, racially, like what good have the progressives and the media even done?
And this is what we were talking about the other day. Listen, if they don't successfully keep all of the different groups in their own little cubbies, how are they going to make a race war?
Yeah. I mean, it's their whole strategy. We can't screw up their strategy, guys.
It's the big strat.
Yeah.
This is
New World Order.
This is incredible. So this editorializes, right, the Nation's column, but this quote really sums it up. In a decent world, upstate white people and downstate black people, and I love that, like, okay, you anointed progressive have to, like, they have to be stratified in race and location, like, cool. But yeah, upstate white people and downstate black people would agree about.
Wow.
I don't know. They'd agree about, I don't know, the fundamental equality of all peoples, or the dignity of labor, or WAP, or literally anything else.
Wait, is that like Cardi B, WAP? I'm very confused now.
The dignity of labor thing is a big stab.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that these two interest groups have found common cause in obliterating state gun regulations is just a depressing example of why we can't have nice things.
Hold on a second. I can't get past the WAP. What?
I don't.
Am I missing a thing?
I mean, there was a couple of like commie economic things that I was thinking of, but I think it's probably Cardi B. Just given the age of this writer. He goes on to note that he finds it even more oppressing that the arguments for the black gun owners against gun controls are sound. So this little butt boy is sitting there, and he, on the one hand, gun control is racist. On the other hand, you can't get together with white people and agree that gun control is racist.
That's why we can't have nice things. This is the most racist thing I've ever read.
This is ludicrous.
Like, this is worse than a KKK manifesto.
No, because you know what it is? It's so demeaning.
It is. Like,
it's this ivory tower, progressive little white shitbag sitting there and looking down on us saying, wait, are you doing politics? That's not the way we told you to do it.
You downstate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are these downstate blacks doing? That's not what we told them to do. We told them who to vote for, right? And we told them what helps them. And this isn't that.
I want to get downstate white people and upstate black people together at a event to discuss WAP.
Yeah.
Like this is the kind of event that I would like to go to. No, this is awful. Like, wow. And of course, like, no one's even going to bat an eye. But how much soy do you actually have to ingest for your heart to bleed this much?
This sentence, it's like, it vomits like superiority, right?
Yeah.
And condescension.
Yeah.
The fact that these two interest groups have found common cause in obliterating state gun regulations is just a depressing example of why we can't have nice things.
That I'm actually kind of blown away, man.
How?
Yeah. I just
explain.
I don't understand how someone gets away with A, thinking like that, and B, actually saying it out. This person said the quiet part out loud.
Right?
Like this is,
and the Nation published it.
yeah. Wow. I'm shocked.
Like, this is the type of stuff. Can you imagine if somebody had written this about anything else?
No, I can't. Am I missing context here? Like, it's just a paragraph, and I'm not clicking on the stupid Slate thing, but
Okay, I clicked it.
I almost find it hard to
Oh
believe,
my God, so many pop-ups.
like, that someone would actually write this.
Okay,
And
I'm
this
reading it.
goes to show you, like, this goes to show you the progressive left doesn't care about BLM. They don't care about anything. They care about manufacturing racial tension to further their aims.
So I'm reading, the actual original article, and wait, who wrote it? I keep saying he. Oh, Ellie. I don't care who wrote it. I really don't. Here.
Thanks.
So it's
look at it.
Yeah. It's basic. It's talking about New York State Rifle and Pistol. So the Supreme Court case that's coming up.
Yeah. Bless you.
And they are basically analyzing the briefs here. Oh wait, no, there's a link to WAP. Wait, hold on.
It better be.
I'm not gonna just click on that in that window.
Right.
Oh yeah, nope. It's Cardi B. All right.
Okay.
Like, it's literally a link to the YouTube.
Like,
so,
yeah.
And then here they do agree, right, that gun laws are enforced against minorities and Latinx people, disproportionately, and it's all true. But so we have to find a way. Oh, here we go. There we go. All right, yeah, no, they're pointing out, of course it's true that they're basically awful, and gun laws are used as a tool to oppress the poor and harass and bludgeon minorities. However, this, basically referring to the solution of getting rid of New York's proper cause requirement for a permit. So basically, remember, the author here is arguing against letting poor people be able to carry a gun to protect themselves in a very dangerous place. All right, so there's the backdrop. Unfortunately, that solution is misguided and destined to lead to more gun deaths generally and more Black and brown deaths at the hands of law enforcement specifically.
It will lead to deaths perpetrated by gun, because criminals will die when they try to assault law-abiding gun owners.
Right. It is frankly ass backwards to reform the regulations on when Black and brown people can have a gun without first reforming when cops are allowed to shoot Black and brown people suspecting of having a gun.
Wow. And then,
no, that's what they're saying. Like, that's no. But
I know
they don't understand. They don't understand that, no, we're saying that it can't be suspicion to shoot them just for having a gun anymore.
Right.
And they're not like that. It's not doing the thing. It's not connecting up there in the brain.
Yeah. It's ridiculous, man.
I can't find that caterpillar I put on my desk.
Oh,
I'm
no.
really concerned. Yeah.
It's in your snacks.
It's somewhere that I don't want it to be. Oh, whatever.
It's going to eat all your snacks and grow to be like Mothra.
I was trying to be nice and not kill the insect, and now I regret it.
And now you're going to end up eating it on accident.
Yeah, I'm going to eat it on accident. It's going to be really weird. It's going to taste weird. But yeah, so that's... I always talk about brain shit.
Yeah.
This Eli person, or Elise or whatever, is on some other brain shit. Like that stuff's different. It's whatever shit they take and it hit different.
Absolutely. But it goes to show, like, the mental gymnastics required to really believe a lot of the progressive left's points.
Well, it's not always the progressive left, right? But it's and I always try to say, gun control is something that cuts across the political divide on both sides. I consider gun control something that kind of stands on its own. And actually, the author here points out the argument that they're making against gun laws is the same as the argument I and others have made against drug laws. Yes. Can't you imagine that it might be a reasonable argument that you could do both? But they're like pointing out that it's like, you can.
Incredible, man.
And like we said, we talked before, the vast majority of and I was talking at Freedom Fest, and there was all this stuff going on there, and people kept, I was on a gun panel, and people kept saying like, oh, it's just we need to get these Democrats out of the office and this and that and the other thing. And I'm like, hey, when you say that, you aren't getting new Republicans to go, I like guns.
Right.
What you're doing is you're taking the fence-sitting Democrats and getting them to go, okay, I'm going to go over here, I guess.
Well, we saw it, I think, around the time of the last election. People did dumb crap, and then politicians changed sides. We made it easy for them to be turncoats.
Yep. And look, this is important. Like, this article shows, the extreme antithesis of my argument. And my argument is treat everybody the same. Don't care about, well, not like the same, but you know what I mean? Like, with respect, don't care about how they vote. Explain on the morals, on the principles of why gun ownership is important to you, because probably no one has ever explained it to them before. And you know why? It's because gun owners as a group are terrible at explaining why we need to have guns. We can explain that we want them and need them, but we're terrible at explaining why and the moral justifications for it. All of this, the points that are made in the brief that's mentioned here are 100% valid. The overwhelming majority of gun crimes are mere possession, and the overwhelming majority of those are poor and minority Americans.
Absolutely.
Alex is 100% on board.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Clearly.
She's like, and dogs, they won't let dogs have guns.
Well, I want to live in a world where every dog has a gun.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be that thing where people are hiding those guns in public places so other people can, like,
community dog gun share.
Yeah, it's like geocaching, but with guns and dogs.
Yeah, Alex like runs off into the woods and comes back with a Winchester in like a harness thing.
So
like, oh, you visited the dog gun cache.
I love it.
And then you got to refill it for her before she takes it back. Otherwise, you get charged.
I now keep a patch in my bathroom.
A patch?
Yeah.
Do you? Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've used it more than once.
So successful at combing my beard. Also,
I took this huge one.
Yeah. I have a big one too.
Yeah. What? And like, guys, like you were saying before,
it really tamed. I haven't used it today because I was running late this morning. But
y'all can watch it right now. Look at the frizziness. Look at the disheveled.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. This was just a happy accident. Like, we didn't plan this. It just happened.
But it's true.
I put up about 30 patches yesterday morning because I was like really behind on putting them on my patch wall. And now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 patch walls, and I'm going to need a 5th.
Of ones that are like specifically good as beard combs?
No. I keep one in my bathroom.
Okay.
The rest on my patch wall because they're cool to look at, but they're also cool to use.
Patriot Patch, they watch the show, right?
I'm sure.
Guys, one of your next patches for the patch of the month.
Just a comb.
Beard comb. Just have tactical beard comb.
And then
have it look like a comb.
Yeah, a picture of a comb.
Yeah.
Do it.
Everyone's going to love it.
If you don't, I don't even know who you are anymore.
Yeah. And if you don't, then we'll know you're not listening.
Exactly.
And then we're going to start saying weird stuff about you.
Exactly. But we're still going to say patriotpatch.co, coupon code TWIG10.
TWIG10 gets you a discount. Join up, Patch of the Month Club. Get your beard comb collection going, and you could be cool like us.
Yeah, or put them on the headliner of your car, or a patch wall, or I don't know, like infant hair is probably really good.
Put one on the dog.
Put one on your dog.
Yeah, she didn't like it. She was like trying to get it off, and it was. I mean, it didn't like hurt her, because her hair's really straight. Yeah, but like it was stuck just enough to where she couldn't shake it off, and it was really upsetting to her.
It would be really awkward. Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, because they are like PVC, but
Anything else before we wrap this up?
Nope, I think that's it. Thank you all so much for tuning in and listening to our show.
We'll talk to you very
next
soon.
week.
Exactly.